Warm up there.
What the fuck?
I haven't given anybody that. I'm not. But now
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Evening High School administration, faculty, staff, and students. Welcome you to Seahawk Gymnasium, your host for tonight's Bayside Boys Basketball. Tonight, we welcome the Warriors from Mardela High School. if I could have your attention for some brief words about sportsmanship. Stephen Decatur High School welcomes everyone to tonight's contest. As each team represents their respective schools, we remind you that honoring the values of sportsmanship is the essence of every athletic contest. We ask you to accept the responsibility as a fan of this game to show respect for players, respect for coaches, respect for officials, and respect for those around you. Your support and cooperation will allow all athletes involved in this game to achieve and demonstrate their best. Please be aware this contest is being live streamed with both audio and video. Conversations in the stands may be audible in the live stream, so please be mindful when conversing, cheering, or commenting on the game. Worcester County Public Schools' #1 priority is to ensure the safety and security of our players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Help us keep our facilities and athletic venues safe by immediately reporting any safety concerns to law enforcement or school administration. Please familiarize yourself with the location of the nearest exit should an unlikely emergency evacuation be required. Remember, if you see something, say something. Now, if you would please rise and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. We ask that all gentlemen remove all hats and head coverings for the duration of the anthem. Now, let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the visiting Warriors. Playing forward, wearing number 14, Vic Collins. Playing guard, wearing number 15, Jaden Turner. In the center, wearing number 35, Josiah Sherwood, check that. Playing guard, wearing number 13, Josan Johnson. And playing forward, wearing number 22, London Sterling. The Warriors are coached by Tony Johnson, assisted by Josh Morris. Number 14, Judah Carmack. And a guard, a 6'2" senior, wearing number 23, Noah Tucker. The Seahawks are coached by BJ Johnson, assisted by Jeff Levan, Ron Kinnair, and Corey Holden.
and welcome everyone to 2025 at the Hawks Nest. My name is Adam Gardner alongside Stephen Wade. How are you?
I'm doing good, Adam. Pleasure to be here. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all of you tuning in. And we're back at the Hawks Nest. This is awesome.
We are, and the Decatur Seahawks are carrying a 28-game home win streak, looking to make it 29 against the Mardela Warriors. The tip deflected, and we got a ball game. Starters for the Decatur Seahawks, if you didn't hear already, David Chandler, J.P. Purnell, Solomon David, Judah Carmack, and Noah Tucker. Stephen, how was your holidays?
It was a good holiday. Lots of time with the family. It was nice to be back from school. Back here in the Hawks Nest, looking for a good one here.
Warriors showing some early pressure off the inbound. We got a strip, a steal. Chandler looking to corral it, and now it's Solomon David who's got it. And again, Decatur with that long home game win streak, looking to keep it going. They got an open three in the corner for Purnell. In and out, rebound, Carmack. That is a lengthy man wearing number 14. Loose ball, almost lost it. Chandler gets it back. Defense collapsing, finger roll, can't get it to go. And out of bounds, it'll stay with Decatur. The Warriors have a couple transfers. Number 14, Vic Collins coming from Bennett. And number 35, Josiah Sherwood, the big man in the middle coming from Parkside. It's a competitive team. And inside, immediately, Chandler gets a look. Great defense from Sherwood, and Mardela will look to strike first. So man-to-man defense shown from Decatur early on in the corner. Tucker. Sherwood. Driving in and kicking. Open shot, short. And they'll look to push. Scoreless so far through a minute. Almost backcourt. Purnell will look to reset it. Try and get some fluidity going to start this game off.
And I like this move by Purnell, just trying to slow the game down, get it set up. It's been a lot of fast-paced. Ball's been bouncing around a lot early here. Decatur looking to get something going.
Mardela showing some aggressive defense early on. Pick and roll, one on the shot clock. Excellent layup. That's a move. Judah Carmack. And off the score, Decatur's going to show some full court pressure. Pushing it, and we're going to have a kickball violation. I like it. Early on, we got some aggressive defense from both sides.
Yeah, we already saw that full court press. As I mentioned, the ball just bouncing around a lot of chaos being created by both defenses on both sides here.
Absolutely, and you noted something before this broadcast. Decatur does their best scoring, their most efficient scoring late in the game. We'll see if that carries on into the new year. Open shot from Mardela. Short, going for the rebound. Sherwood gets it. Too much on the hook. Mardela's going to look to reset. Ball is stripped. Carmack, Tucker, he'll slow it down, give it to Purnell. They'll look to capitalize on the turnover. Pushing. Tucker's going to take it himself, lost it on the way up, and it'll go to the Warriors. Again, showing that full court pressure. And David almost got a steal. Mardela instead will push it. Pull-up jump shot is short. Vic Collins could not connect. You see Tucker trying to get it to one of his guards, and it'll go to Chandler. Driving in, good kick. Carmack can't get the layup, and Sherwood corrals the rebound. So Decatur getting a lot of their looks early on in the paint. Can't be mad at those kind of looks. A lot of them will fall. Johnson, guarded by Chandler, off of Johnson's knee, and Decatur gets it back. So a bit of a defensive start, 3 minutes through, one bucket.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of a slow start for the Decatur offense, but as you mentioned, Adam, Decatur does their best shooting in the fourth quarter, 57% from the field, 35% from three, as Chandler misses that one, going back Mardela's way.
Another look at the rim, can't get it to go. Collins, he had an open shooter in the corner, instead takes a double team and gets it to go. Sheer confidence from the Bennett transfer, Vic Collins, and the game is evened up at 2 apiece. See double screens being set up top. Kick to the corner. Chandler inside. Another tough finish. Can't get it to go. And Sherwood gets another rebound. Mardela has numbers if they want it. Pass inside. Stuck. Swing. Swing. Three is good. So Mardela's ball movement gives them an early lead. We'll see how Decatur can respond. Again, a majority of their shots halfway through the first have come at the rim. Just haven't found much success. We got another strip. One-on-one, Tucker will not make a play on it. The layup is good. It's 7-2. Decatur's going to try and go quick. Good pass up court. And a block. A mean block.
Wow.
London Sterling. And the early momentum looks to be on Mardela's side. Coming in is Ricardo Copes for Solomon David, the sophomore wearing number 5. Decatur going to try and get something under the basket here on the inbound. Going to David Chandler, elevating and drawing the foul.
I don't know if you saw Chandler on that one, pointing up, calling for the pass up high on the inbound there. But he'll go and shoot 2 here.
Foul is on Vic Collins, his first. Steven, I got to ask you, as a basketball fan yourself, are you a fan of the shootouts, or are you more of a fan of that gritty defensive games that you see every once in a while?
Ooh, I like both, but if I had to choose, gritty defense. I mean, I just like watching a gritty game. As we'll see this one here on the inbound.
The inbound. Chandler getting up, catching the pass, drawing the foul. Missed the first at the line, but gets the second to go. And the lead is cut to 4. Again, we're seeing that full court pressure. Lost ball, he gets it back. And up top, it'll be Collins, the main ball handler for Mardela. Working a pick and roll with Sterling, lost the handle.
Make sure it's legal.
Tucker will switch back onto him. Driving, baseline, pump fake, and the swing goes into the stands. So good defensive possession for the Decatur Seahawks. And we'll see how they can capitalize on offense. Look at them forcing Chandler to his left. That's too easy. The finger roll layup is good. It's 7-5.
Yeah, and as we've seen in years past, Chandler, once he gets going, he's tough to stop, leading the Seahawks with 14 points per game.
And you see that pressure leads to an open jump shot. Can't get it. Sherwood with the rebound and the putback layup. Again, that is a big man wearing number 35 for Mardela. Got to make sure a body gets on him when a shot goes up. And again, you can see them, the Warriors being okay with Chandler going left. Carmack trying to fight through the hoop. Too much on it. He's getting good positioning, though. Can't be mad at those looks. Collins will push it. Tucker again on him. Pull up at the elbow. That's a block. Decatur's got a 3-on-2 if they want to take it. No look pass was deflected, and it'll stay with the Seahawks. And we got Brett Scholes coming in for Judah Carmack.
Look for it, Brett.
Some screens being set. Scholes will get it right back to Tucker. And we had an out of bounds. Tucker's foot might have been on the baseline as he received it. And it'll go back with the Warriors. Bit of a sloppy start. But that'll help. Chandler, the steal at half court, taking it and drawing some more contact. Just so aggressive. And he will go to the line.
That's been the overall theme of this game so far. A lot of aggressiveness on both sides, causing some chaos on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Not a lot of jump shots early on. A lot of things at the rim. First one's nothing but nylon. Look back at it. The steal at half court. And why not just take it yourself? When you're that athletic, go up, try and get the and one. Another great play from Chandler. And that early aggression will pay off. Butter at the free throw line makes a pair. And again, the lead cut down to 2. Showing that full court man-to-man pressure. We're under 2 minutes to go in the first. Wild shot, and Copes is going to run and get the rebound. Looking to go out with it. Kick to Tucker, but we might have had a bit of a foot sliding and a travel. Not the wrong idea.
I was about to say, almost a great move, stopping, finding Tucker. Unfortunately, called for the travel there.
All it takes is a foot to slip for that whistle to blow. And that's what happened there with Copes. Mardela gets it back. Collins, a pull-up three. He got it. No hesitation on that catch and shoot. And Mardela setting a tone early. You see those double screeners up near the elbows. Chandler's going to take a three. It'll rattle out. Look at Scholes fighting for the rebound, but it'll be a loose ball foul. And it'll go back to the Warriors. So early on, Steven, what are you noticing Decatur offensively? Any takeaways?
Yeah, they're getting the looks inside, just not being able to finish. I mean, they're being very aggressive, very gritty on defense, as we see it right there from J.P. Purnell
right
on the full court press.
Right before the jump ball was called. We have a timeout from Coach Johnson. We'll take our first quick break. 12-7, Warriors lead. Minute 14 to go. We're back. Decatur trailing by 5. Like I said early on, the momentum is on the Warriors side. Playing with that aggression, something you can latch onto. We've seen both teams show a lot of pressure off of inbounds. Makes basketball a lot more difficult when pressure is shown full court. Collins again going to use the screen, the floater, trying to get his own miss, and Scholes will get the rebound and give it to Purnell. Good rebound. He's going to push quickly. Copes has it, reset, slow it down. I like it. Kind of a catch-up with Tucker. He's in a bad spot, and we got to travel. That dribble handoff led Tucker right into a trap with nowhere to go. And again, Mardela creating another turnover in this first quarter.
Yeah, and we've seen Decatur do both. We've seen them speed it up. We've seen them take their time and slow it down. Just nothing really being able to click just yet for this Seahawks offense.
Absolutely, and like you said, they are getting a fair amount of good shots. Mixing that with limiting your turnovers, you're going to see success in the long term. Another pull-up three is no good for Collins. Fight for it, and it'll go to Decatur. Shot clock is turned off, 27 seconds to go in this first quarter. And you'll see Collins meet Purnell right at half court. Switching on to Chandler, now Copes gets a lane but gets his pocket picked, and Tucker reads a passing lane perfectly. Going up with his left, easy layup. A big swing there. A nice bucket to end the first quarter. 2 seconds to go. Turner's going to take a running three and front rimmed it. So that'll do it for the first quarter. Decatur trailing by 3. We got a good one at the Hawks' Nest. Stay around.
Ladies and gentlemen, just some sports scheduling updates for you. This weekend at the Convention Center in Ocean City is the War on the Shore. If you want to see some of the best wrestling on the East Coast, come out and check that out all day Friday afternoon and then all day Saturday. Tomorrow, the boys head to Cape Henlopen High School for a 5 and 6:30 tip-off up there in Lewis. And then the girls head to Salisbury Christian for a 4:30 tip-off.
We're back here at the start of the second quarter. Steven, your takeaways after one quarter?
Yeah, like I mentioned, the Seahawks getting some looks inside, just not being able to convert those opportunities. They are creating some chaos on defense, really making Mardela earn those points. If you're Decatur, you just got to keep getting those looks, keep getting shots up. They're going to fall eventually.
Absolutely.
Just keep pressing.
A quick first quarter down and back, it seemed. A lot of fast breaks, a lot of opportunities for both teams. Neither really got all their looks to go. And we'll start with some new faces for Mardela. And the pass is immediately stolen.
Go, Judah!
And Chandler's going to try and push it. Doesn't have numbers, but he'll go up anyway, and he'll draw another foul. When you have athleticism like that,
You see that?
you can draw fouls. I did not.
After the play, Chandler threw the ball up from his back and made that.
And we're just hearing that he did this during the Governor's Challenge. In-game, and it counted. How about it? Doing a little bit of everything as the first free throw will go. You know, Stephen, I got to say, as we were watching the introductions for Decatur's starting lineup, I got to just say how impressed I am at how much this entire thing has grown. You and I
Absolutely
started this 2 years ago at just kind of like a side thing.
Yeah.
Fell in love with it. It's awesome to see kids that are in high school still. I know Sean McChrystal and others still doing these broadcasts. It's awesome to see how much this has really grown in every level. And I have just been so impressed. As we have a missed shot,
Absolutely.
scramble for it.
Feels like just yesterday we were up here with no rosters, no names, just going off numbers
Going
and
off
first
numbers.
names. Yeah.
A wild finish there, and Mardela would get it back. But just wanted to note, very impressed with how everything has gone, and it's super cool to see. And we're glad we can come back once a year and do a game, and hopefully see a Decatur win.
Absolutely. It's always a good night in the Hawks' Nest when the Seahawks can come out with a W.
It's Jason Johnson trying to go with a dribble rip through. He'll lose the handle of it, and Decatur will take possession back, looking to get the lead. Purnell taking it up, and again being met by Vic Collins at half court. Finding Tucker, had Chandler, couldn't get it through. David, the open three instead. Why not? Couldn't find the open layup, you found the open three. Good offensive set by Decatur, and they regain the lead.
Outside, Noah, get help! More, Noah, more!
Collins guarded by Noah on the wing. Gets a screen, drives baseline, and that ball, too much on that layup. David has it, he's gonna push. Two defenders in front of him. He'll look to try and reset it. Body's on the ground. Coach Johnson tried to call a timeout. And it looks like Decatur will stay. Possession. So again, a very quick, fast-paced game so far. Seeing a Decatur lead by 2. And Tucker has a smaller guard on him. Double team is drawn. He's going to take it inside, kick it out. Carmack, catch, shoot three off glass. The bank is open year-round. A big three from Carmack. Mardela looking to push with some pace. Turner, Sterling, steps into a mid-range, can't get it. Sherwood, the big rebound. And Collins will reset it.
Yeah, Judah.
Isolating Noah Tucker up top. Calls for a screen, now kicks. Gets it back. The catch and shoot three is good. And Vic Collins, some serious offensive volume, and we have an inbound thrown away, and Mardela will get it right back. Got to cut on these careless turnovers if you want to try and extend that lead. Looked like a miscommunication there from Carmack and Chandler, leading to that mishap. Collins gets another look at the same spot, in and out.
Seeing a little bit of change of play here. First quarter, a lot inside the paint, down low. Here in the second quarter, both teams trying to shoot it from range.
Absolutely, letting it fly on both sides. We've seen a couple threes already. Nice kick. Tucker, a deep three. It's good. And I got to say, that is Tucker's game. Catch and shoot, as he'll get a deflection on the inbound. As each team will trade three-point field goals. And coming in from Mardela is Zaire.
Go, Caleb.
And coming in for Decatur is Caleb Loring. Coming in for Judah Carmack. 2015, 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Back and forth we go. Sterling wants on the post. They're trying to give it to him. Lauren guarding him. He'll take a turnaround jump shot, and it'll miss everything. No one could corral a rebound, however, and Mardela will get it back.
It's been an issue throughout the game. A lot of rebounds rattling around there.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Again, Mardela gets possession, gets another shot at it. Turner drawing a double team. David tipped it. Zaire has it. And that's a shot clock violation. Sometimes with these 30-second clocks or shot clocks, possessions just kind of get drawn out and you forget how much time's left. And just like that, they were about to run an offensive set.
Lock on 'em, lock
No
on 'em.
idea there was a second left on the shot clock. And Decatur will get the ball back.
Yeah, you know, Adam, time flies when you're having fun out there. That includes the shot clock.
Absolutely. A high screen and roll forced Chandler out of bounds. And another turnover here. Mardela will get it back. So Decatur, a lot of their offense has come through high screen and rolls and trying to dish it into the paint or dish out to open shooters. It's drawn a lot of good looks, but it's also created a lot of turnovers. So you got to take the good with the bad. Lock in on those looks. Collins, who has played every second so far of this game, guarded by Tucker. A nice crossover, step back, baseline, step into a floater. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, and David had it for a second. Never really had possession of it. And now Decatur will have possession. Warriors fans not in agreement with the call. We have a little bit of a conversation at the scores table. And it'll stay with Decatur.
Another example that the Seahawks have got to work on securing these rebounds, especially on the defensive side. Rebounds just keep rattling around, creating that chaos, loose balls.
It's not easy to read the ball off the rim. Tucker, the turnaround jump shot at the elbow, too much on it. And Turner will look to push. He's got an open kick in the corner if he wants. Instead, Collins will take it, kick out. Zaire, nice closeout from David. Driving in, the floater, no good. That was London Sterling. The putback layup will go. Vic Collins, very active on offense for the Warriors. Purnell driving, kicking. David, Tucker, everyone touching the ball so far here for Decatur. Chandler wants that screen, drives left, takes a floater, short out of the hand, and Mardela will look to push. Back and forth we go here at Decatur. A bowling pass across court. Looked like it was deflected by a Decatur defender, and will stay with the Warriors. Swinging back up top, resetting. It's Collins. Gets the screen from the Parkside transfer, kicking. Turner to the three is short. The open look was no good. David looking to push. Lost it for a second, gives it to Tucker, and a strong take with that left. And the lead is 5. And look at Purnell. Active hands, he's going to slow it down. Didn't have numbers, has numbers now. Athletic layup from Tucker.
It's a beautiful finish right there.
You know, I haven't played basketball for a while, but I do keep up with lingo. I think we call that a jelly. Good finish from Tucker. And look, the double drawn. Chandler deflects it at first. They get it back. Collins cross court. Looked like he was trying to get it to Zaire. Turner corralled it instead. Sterling, Collins, he loves this area of the court. Has already made multiple threes so far. 7 on the shot clock, and that is all air.
Great job, Noah.
And Tucker loves it.
Yeah, Tucker's building some confidence here. And that's the thing about high school sports. You get some momentum going, get your confidence up a little bit, you start playing better. That's what we saw out of Tucker right there. 2 beautiful finishes down on the offensive side, leading to some great defense right there.
Absolutely, turning defense into offense. I said it 2 years ago. I'll say it now. It's a big thing in this sport.
As well as stops and shots.
Stops and shots. Those are my go-tos. Those were your keys to the game. I know we used to do those. What good times. Chandler, talk about a good jump shot. Nothing but nylon on that elbow shot, and Decatur's got a little run cooking with under 2 minutes to go in the second. Open mid-range, can't get it. Chandler gets up high for the rebound. We'll wait for the floor to clear out and take it up, guarded by Sterling. And again, every time Chandler touches the ball, it's just constant pressure. He'll go up with a wild layup, and the foul will be called on Sherwood. Again, just getting that defense to collapse, drawing the contact. You're going to get a whistle a lot and go to the line. And in what seems like a blink of an eye, Chandler and this Decatur offense have extended their lead to 9, a much better second quarter offensively so far. Looking back at this pull-up jump shot, coming off a screen, pull up with that left elbow jump shot. It's the fundamentals, Steven, the fundamentals that make coaches happy.
Absolutely.
Can't
the
make
little
the pairs.
things.
And Mardela will get the rebound.
Judah, keep playing hard. Body, find them.
Coming up with the ball is Jason Johnson. We're number 13. He's got some cool shoes. I'll tell you what. I want to mention shoes. You remember shoes of the game, Steven?
Oh, I do.
Talk about a
favorite
flashback
segment.
to the past. Sherwood with the layup over Loring. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We saw some good shoes back in senior year.
Absolutely.
Don't want to reminisce too much on the past. We got ourselves a game right now. But there's always time to talk about shoes. Purnell, short on the jump shot. Loring going up for the putback, and he will draw a foul.
Yeah. And shoes are just part of the game. You got to talk about them. And I'll say it just to get it out of the way. But the mint green.
It's always a favorite.
Always.
You can't go wrong with the mint greens. As Josiah Sherwood, the big man, picked up his second foul just then. That's something to note. First one for Loring will go. So if you were out there right now, would you be rocking mint greens, or are you going traditional white, black, gray?
Well, if we're being realistic, I don't think I have the talent to go out there and rock mint green shoes. Mint green shoes require a certain level of play. I'd probably go out there with some white or some blues, something to match the uniform out there, you know.
Well, there you go. You just got what Steven would wear on the court. We got a quick timeout, 39.8 to go. Decatur holding a 9-point lead. We'll be right back. So that first quarter, we saw Mardela leave those 8 minutes with the lead. This second quarter, the game has completely turned around. Decatur holds a 9-point lead with under a minute to go in this first half. A lot more upbeat, a lot more energetic in this second half, or in the second quarter, pardon me. And that has translated into a big lead. So Mardela will look to try and cut that lead a little bit with 30 seconds to go.
Shooter.
Collins gets a whole left side to himself, will draw a foul from Carmack and go to the line. And that is Judah's first foul, so no concerns there. So we'll see Tucker get a quick breather and go right back to the scores table. And the first free throw is no good.
Yeah, and you touched on it, Adam. The Seahawks offense really has come to life here in the second quarter. David Chandler really finding it. So is Noah Tucker.
Yeah, and I got to say what I like from Chandler is if your shots aren't falling initially, draw contact, get yourself to the line, get yourself some free points. And that's what he did early, and it seems like that has helped him kind of knock down some of these layups and jump shots early on after coming out a little bit sluggish. Purnell was a little indecisive catching the ball. Those are some steps. Mardela will get another chance at it. Cut down this lead a little bit more. That's the one thing you don't want Decatur to do is turn it over, especially when the shot clock's off. I'm always a fan of getting that last shot, not letting the other team touch the ball. Just like in football, trying to run the clock out. It's the best case scenario. Instead, Mardela will have it. Pass was not caught cleanly, and now we have a bit of a skirmish down in the wing and a jump ball. And that'll go to Decatur, so they'll get possession back. A big turnover.
Yeah, and like you said, Adam, control the things that you can control. You know, in basketball and just in sports in general, there's factors that you can't control. So if you can control something like possession and the clock, why not?
I got to say, that has to be a coach's favorite slogan. Control what you can control. With 5 seconds left, Chandler's going to try and control the ball. Kick out. Tucker for 3. Can't get it to go. And David's shot wouldn't have counted anyway. So we go into the second half. 28-20. Decatur leads. We look forward to this second half. Stay around. Stay tuned. Grab a bite to eat, and we'll be back after the break.
We scored 19 points.
Thanks, sir. My bad. When I bobbled the controller and it was stuck. So that's why I was like, shit, I'm glad you said something. It's like, because it's like.
Oh, yeah, everything looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't even realize you were
What's up, man? I want to make sure.
Bloody?
What's up? Ain't my job. 10 seconds ain't gonna kill nobody.
All the fouls look good and everything. No issues, right? Hey, girl. I really have to go to the bathroom, but I know if I walk in there, it is gonna be. There's a whole lot. Is it really?
She got places to go, I guess.
Freaking amazing. I okay. I shall be our leader. If you want to come with me, I can sneak into the locker room. No, it's okay. I don't see why that's here. Are you sure? them too. I originally wrote down 11 for some reason. Who started? But you never know with BJ. I'm going to write it down. It's going to be different. No, I know. Oh. Where?
In my pocket, so my report.
Oh, that would make me so mad. Put like a little patch in it. You don't even have to stitch it. They make those little patches. You could literally just take, you have like a straightener, get one of those iron-on patches, and then just straighten it to the jacket. I've done that with pants and stuff like that. I literally took my straightener to it because I don't know how to work an iron. Yeah. Bro, I got so scared. I'm looking up stuff about these healthy. They're like spicy. My friend is so I'm trying to quit. Girl, me too. But I'm trying to like. So I was trying to stop because I know the next thing. So I'm like, maybe if I do it, it'll be different. I'm about to like literally get this wrong.
I understand that.
Here, you know this, right? Oh. There we go.
I'm about to say,
Perfect.
you're just sending it to me.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm making friends. Thank you. You should be proud of me.
As we wind down halftime here, next week's athletic schedule, girls basketball, both JV and varsity are home on Monday, 4:30 and 6 o'clock start as Y High pulls into town. And on Tuesday, the boys take the road to Y High, 4:30 and 5:30 start there.
Man, you guys are so demanding.
He definitely can. If I'm yelling. If we're whispering, you can't hear anything. So basically when we talk bad about me, hey, don't be mean. Don't be a bully.
And welcome back to the second half. Again, an 8-point lead for Decatur. Mardela will start with it. And the second half is underway. An immediate catch and shoot three. Just rims out. And Chandler with those long arms gets it. Wanted to look down court for Carmack. Didn't really have the passing lane. Now caught up with a double team. Keeps that foot planted. Impressive. And Purnell facing some more pressure. Nice dump. Kick. Solomon David a three. That's pretty offense, but it rims out. 2-on-1 for Mardela. Vic Collins, the left-handed layup is good. Using the 2-on-1 to his advantage. However, back on the other side of the court, Decatur, good offense. You got the wide open shot. You can't complain at that. A lot of those will fall. And Solomon David is a capable shooter. Purnell, and that's Collins, called for a reach. Collins again has done a big load of the offensive output so far for Mardela. He picks up his second foul. Him and Sherwood, the transfers, with fouls. And Purnell will reset the offense. Gets a screen to his right from Carmack. An open look at the elbow, the jump shot, front rims it, kicks right to Chandler. He'll wait, drive baseline, And the layup is good.
That's got to be the easiest rebound of his career.
Absolutely. No energy needed to get that one. Second chance points for Chandler. And at the scores table is Jai Chuan for Mardela. Collins working that 1-2 game, a nice kick to the corner. Had the open look, now takes a contested look and can't get it to go. And David picked up his dribble, and we have steps. And again, when you're going full speed and you have that, you pick the ball up, it's often you get called for sliding your feet in that travel. It's tough to not get the whistle blown there, and David just kind of got caught in the crossfire there. Frankie Bucksbaum checking in for him. The senior wearing number 44.
And as you mentioned, the Seahawks, they've been going fast a little bit here. When they go fast pace, high risk, high reward, opportunity for turnovers, but also the opportunity to catch Mardela's defense.
Catch him lacking.
Yes.
Carmack gets a steal, kick to Purnell, kind of a wild pass. Didn't go off anyone. And Mardela will keep it. So again, like I said, oh, sorry to cut you off.
I was going to say right there, again, that high-paced offense, high risk, high reward.
Absolutely.
Miss a pass.
When you play that quick, it's almost a given that turnovers will happen. However, you do get numbers. So Frankie Bucksbaum's going to pick up Jason Johnson full court, forcing him right into the help of Carmack. That's good defense, and Carmack corrals a rebound, a wild pass. And he got the deflection on that floater. Look at Sherwood fighting for it. We got a fight under the rim for the ball. Chandler gets it, pushing it. Just a blur, and one.
Oh, my.
And, you know, I don't want to get Homer or anything, but that reminded me a lot of John Wall. Great player in transition. Just taking it coast to coast. Felt like a blur. Drawing the contact, and one. Pretty play there, and he'll go to the line and try and convert it.
Yeah, very athletic finish there from Chandler.
Absolutely. Played on the football team, as a handful of these guys did. State champions once again. Let's look at it. Getting the rebound coast to coast. Too easy. A blur.
Yeah. As you mentioned, football player, not afraid of the fast pace. We saw it in the first half, not afraid to draw some contact either.
Absolutely. As you see the three falling for Mardela. Shot is good there by Zaire. And the lead is cut back down to 8. So Mardela, looking at it now, has had a chunk of their scoring come from three-pointers as he's tried to force it on a baseline cut, and it's thrown out of bounds again. Mardela will get it back. So turnovers starting to kind of stack up here in this second half. If you keep giving Mardela chances to capitalize, not a lot of good things will happen.
Yeah, and if you're the Seahawks, you got to be careful here. You got to lead, but Mardela is keeping themselves in this game, and if you're not careful with these turnovers, you can let them right back into it.
Absolutely. A lot of chatter here on defense. A pull-up three for Collins. Looks good out of the hand, and it is. And I tell you what, he's loved pulling up from the wings so far today. We've seen a couple of those three-pointers fall in the first half, and now one in the second half. The lead is 5. A double team drawn up top. Kicking. Purnell inside. Free throw line jump shot for Carmack. Look at him trying to get his own miss. And the athletic finish. That is all hustle and heart. Getting your own miss. You don't see it a lot in professional basketball. A lot of athletes don't follow their shot, and that's why you do it. You create chances for yourself. Another pull-up three, hits back rim. Purnell will push. Oh, a crossover. Looking to post up the smaller guard. Tucker has a lane to his left, and he will draw the foul. I feel like I'm announcing a hockey game, just back and forth, fast-paced. I tell you what, these boys are playing with some pace. So Tucker will go to the line for a pair. As you see that foul from Mardela, Jason Johnson, that's his first. Tucker will rattle in the first.
You're right, Adam. It does have a little bit of a hockey game feel to it. A lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I I caught myself. I was thinking, I was like, man, this is every bit of a hockey match it felt so far. Just back and forth, not many whistles, which I like. Not a lot of stoppages of play, just letting the guys play, and I love it.
Letting them play. A lot of fast-paced, sometimes chaotic.
Yeah, and I think we've said fast-paced a bunch so far today, and we're not over-exaggerating. It's been back and forth. The miss there from Collins. Chandler pushing. Too much on the finger roll, and now Mardela will look to push. Collins looking to reset, kicking, an open shooter in the corner, can't get it, and Tucker will get the rebound. Looking up court, he wants to slow it down, and that's what Purnell will do. That three on the other end was missed by Johnson. Two high screeners at the elbows. Frankie has it looking underneath. Good pass, good hook. And that's good offense.
Absolutely. Carmack starting to find it here in the second half. We saw it early on. He got those looks down low, not able to finish, but he's really finding it here.
You got to give credit to Bucksbaum for finding the other big underneath with the one-on-one and positioning. We got an open three from Mardela, and it rims out. And a big rebound for Tucker.
Good ball movement, good passing there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Talking about good passing. Chandler found Bucksbaum underneath, couldn't get the layup to go. Finds him again. That is pretty, but it rims out. So Chandler, good looks underneath for Bucksbaum, pushing his Collins. Can't get it, and Tucker again on the board. Very active on the rebounds. Chandler will push it up, kicking. Good look for Tucker in the corner. Can't get it to go. Fight for it, and Johnson has it for Mardela. Pushing, doesn't have numbers, he'll take it anyway, and he'll draw the foul. So this last couple possessions for Decatur, Chandler creating open looks, and again, you can't get mad at it. Those shots will fall. Chandler creating shots for others, creating shots for himself. Mardela will try and cut the deficit to single digits with just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Hey, rebound.
So Stephen, assuming that Decatur holds this lead going into the fourth quarter, what would you emphasize as the biggest importance going into those final 8 minutes for Decatur? Is it limiting turnovers, not fouling a lot? What do you think is the biggest thing?
Absolutely. And oh my goodness, great balance there from Frankie Bucksbaum to keep that in.
Have to mention that.
Yeah. Oh. Watch out over there.
The high pass was thrown into the stands, a little bit of a football pass. But yes, going back to that, what do you think is the biggest emphasis, in your opinion, for those final 8 minutes, assuming that they keep the lead?
Yeah, and you mentioned it, limiting turnovers. And I think a way to do that is something you brought up earlier, is slowing it down a little bit. You got the lead, using the clock to your advantage. That's assuming that they can keep this lead going into the fourth quarter. But I'd say right now for this last minute 50, don't let up if you're the Seahawks. You got to keep going, keep tacking on, so that way in the fourth quarter you can use the clock to your advantage a little bit.
Absolutely. Keep your foot on the pedal. That's what Purnell's doing, and he'll draw the foul and tribbles the basketball right off his face. I've seen that before from James Harden.
Wow.
That'll sting. That'll and he will come out of the game. But good hustle there. Good job creating the steal. And, I mean, it spoke right to your point. Keeping your foot on the gas, and immediately after drawing the steal, the turnover, and now possession back to Decatur. And I absolutely agree. The clock is your friend going into those final minutes. Good take from Solomon David. Just getting to a spot, getting that layup to go, and the lead is 13. Just over a minute to go. Mardela, nowhere to go. Chandler creating the steal, looking to go up with it himself, gets it stripped and will just take it out himself. And we have a deflection off of Chandler's knee, and Mardela will get it back, just smothering him with really nowhere to go on that sideline. I'll tell you what, in my few years of playing organized basketball, it is never fun to kind of get caught in that position that Chandler was in with nowhere to go. You just got to hope for the best. We got a pull-up three on the other end. That was London Sterling hitting side rim. And under a minute to go, Chandler gets another rebound. He's got a smaller Zaire on him. He's got Tucker underneath, but again, just getting a lot of contest up court as Carmack turns it over. Collins spinning and put too much pepper on that pass. I think he thought that Jai Chuan would be in the corner. Instead, Jai Chuan was cutting in. Little miscommunication, put too much on it. And another turnover.
And both teams here seem to be pressing a little bit, seem to be forcing some of those passes.
Absolutely, and the referees have blown the whistle a lot when contact has been drawn. So you think if those looks were to just be up on the basket, you'd get a foul call, as Solomon David, trying to do a little too much, gets called for steps. Another turnover, and with under 20 seconds to go, Mardela can cut it to 10 with a 3. Turner has it at that wing, guarded by the big man Carmack. 8 seconds to go. Kick into the corner. Jai Chuan cutting baseline. Lost his footing. 2 seconds to go. Unaware of the clock, Mardela does not get another shot off, and that'll take us to the fourth quarter. Decatur with a 13-point lead. We'll take a quick break before our final 8 minutes. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
To continue with next week's sports schedule, indoor track has a meet at Snow Hill Recreation and Parks. That's a 2 o'clock start on Wednesday. Unified Strength and Conditioning has a scrimmage at James M. Bennett. That's a 4 o'clock start. And then varsity, JV and varsity girls are right here against Snow Hill. That's the girls at a 4:30 and a 6 o'clock start. On Thursday, swimming competes at Cambridge.
I just do that scribble purely for the practice so they know I'm not just
And then on Friday, wrestling is at the Iron Horse Duels at C. Milton Wright.
Does the reset button not work?
I can't do all of them.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I probably can't. I know how to do a lot of it. No, Brett, be an option.
All right, starters for us this
So we're back here for the final 8 minutes. Hopefully Decatur will take your keys to this fourth quarter to heart. Play with the clock on their side. Slow it down. Try to limit the turnovers. We got looked like a lob from Tucker. Chandler could definitely get up there, but it hit front rim. Mardela will get a chance at it, and it just immediately stripped from Scholes. Look at him taking his time, finding the guard, and David will bring it up.
And there you go. Take your time, use the clock to your advantage. And we mentioned it early on in the game. Fourth quarter shooting has been a strength for the Seahawks.
That ball is lost, but a layup blown by Turner. And now Decatur.
Get into him, Brett! Find him, Brett!
Oh, good feed from Chandler, but David could not corral the bounce pass. Went off
Brett,
his knee.
You gotta get into him.
A couple early turnovers from Decatur to start this fourth quarter. Through all the turnovers, they have been able to defend well, and I will say, through these 3 quarters, they have rebounded exceptionally well, not giving Mardela many chances at second chance points. As Tucker, good strength, can't get the layup to go, just rims out. It was the right look. And Collins, the step through, Sherwood trying to get the own miss. And now David will push it. Back and forth we go. The layup, no good. Tip from Chandler was no good, and then Tucker getting the putback layup. So third chance points there for Decatur. The lead is 15. So we see Purnell at the scores table. And Sherwood up top with the ball. Pass to Collins. Guarded by Tucker. Tucker's been guarding Collins for the majority of the game. A good feed underneath, and the layup is good for Jaden Turner. And we have a timeout from Mardela. 13-point lead, going back to that fast break, miss from Chandler, and then Tucker gets the own miss. The Atlantic Orthopedic slam cam. gives us that beautiful look. We got a 30-second timeout. We will be back in a few.
What was the time on that?
6:15.
Thank you.
I was about to say, well, now he's not free food, right?
Yeah. Huh? 6:15.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. How was school today? Good.
Nobody want to do anything, but
You probably didn't.
I don't really. It's just the fact that we're coming up to 13 days of semester now. Some of them are going to be class of 2026.
Oh, stop.
It's every single kid, all 59 of my kids.
So just over 6 minutes to go.
Do you not have algebra?
Purnell will be taking it up for us. And I mentioned the slam cam. We have a lot of different angles to watch this game now. The YouTube streams have grown a lot, and it's awesome to see. Tucker in a lot of trouble. A wild pass to Loring, can't corral it. And Mardela creating a turnover off the timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. Our sports broadcasting has grown a lot. So has just Decatur athletics as a whole. A lot of teams finding success.
Absolutely. We can't go this whole stream. I know I mentioned it, but we can't go this whole stream without giving credit to Decatur's football team. They haven't lost in over 2 years. I remember watching that state semifinal game, down 20-0 at one point, coming back and winning, going on to the state championship, and winning the state championship for a second year in a row. Just an incredible story. Jake Coleman has done an incredible job with that program. And just overall, Decatur athletics, they have shined in this state. And it's been pretty cool to see watching from afar. We have another foul called. Collins draws it from Scholes, so he'll go to the line after the pair of free throws was missed by Turner.
Absolutely. And not only are these teams, but also these individuals, these athletes, these student athletes are just really growing. You see them going off and committing to these colleges to play at the next level.
Super cool to see that they all came from the same place. They're all super committed to what they do, and it puts them into the next level. Those pair of free throws from Collins is good. So we got an 11-point lead with under 6 minutes to go. Chandler sees 3 Warriors in front of him, gives a bounce pass to Turner. Pardon me, that was Tucker. Driving with the left-handed layup, can't get it. Scholes the fight in the layup. A big-time second chance bucket by Brett Scholes. We got a mess on the baseline, a step through and a whistle. So out of the timeout, Mardela drawing a lot of contact, trying to get themselves to the line. And so far, it's worked. We'll have it under the hoop. Not free throws here. And the inbound will be reset out to Vic Collins. Kick immediately. A 3 rattles in. Don't go anywhere, folks. Zaire knocks down the 3. And a little 5-point swing for Mardela. Tucker drawing a lot of contact. Didn't see the defender behind him. And the layup is good. The lead is single digits. Jason Johnson. And look at that, a 7-point swing. And now the Warriors are playing with the most energy we've seen. Chandler taking on 2 defenders up top. Defense chance from the opposing side. Schultz loses it. Loses it twice. Another deflection. Bodies on the floor. Schultz has it and resets to Chandler. Slow it up. The right idea. David, a big 3. Can't get it to go. Loring the offensive rebound. And a whistle will blow. What a crazy sequence there. Mardela cutting the deficit to 8. And you saw the opposing crowd just get on their feet and start to chant defense. That's all it takes. It's a little bit of a swing to get a crowd and the team back into a game. That's the beauty of basketball.
And we talk about it all the time, momentum, building it up. It really makes a difference in the game.
And it's crucial to try and keep that momentum on your side. If you let it slip away, it becomes messy, no doubt about it. Loring knocks down the first free throw. And as you get late into this game for Decatur, as they've held this lead, free throws are going to become big. You've got to knock down your free throws. If the foul game comes into play, free throws will become essential to finishing this game.
All right, I think I just missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, Loring and Scholes showing some grit down low there, trying to keep possession of the ball, and then Loring sinks them both.
2 big free throws from Loring on that hustle offensive rebound. Kind of put a little bit of a dent into the energy that Mardela had, but they get those 2 points right back. Zai Chuan with the layup, the feed from Zaire. And we're about halfway through this fourth quarter, and Mardela showing a lot of pressure. Tucker playing big, catches it inside, can't get it. Loring had a tough angle at the putback, and then David the offensive rebound and another foul. So Decatur now on both sides of the floor, very active on the glass. It's given them a lot of chances, or I should say a lot of second chances.
Absolutely.
And if you can control the rebounds on both sides of the floor, it is very hard to let a game slip away from you. An example A right here, and last possession, Loring and now David getting their team more looks at the free throw line and knocking them down.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're the Seahawks, you can't let up. You got to keep playing.
Keep your foot on the gas as the second free throw is missed, and Mardela will look to push. Collins guarded by Tucker. I've said that a lot today. Tucker. Collins gets by Tucker, cannot get the roll, and David will get the rebound. He looks to push initially, a wild pass, finds Chandler, kick, and the layup. Pretty transition offense.
That beautiful fast break there, Chandler getting it to Tucker.
That was pretty. The ball did not touch the floor much once David gave it up. Now Zaire trying to push it. What a save from Tucker, and Decatur will keep it.
Save from Loring, rather.
Down court to Carmack, a slam! Oh my!
You talk about momentum.
It is
that
all
got the crowd up right there.
On Decatur's side now, on one fast break. Judah Carmack with the slam. On the other end, the three, no good. David will look to push, and he will slow it down. Words from Coach Johnson. The lead back up to 13. Chandler gets by 2, crosses over another one. A volleyball pass to Tucker, the step through, loses it on the way up, gets it back, layup can't get it, Loring the putback layup.
There we go, second and third chance opportunities for Decatur.
And now a timeout called from Johnson. Let's go back to this wicked dunk in transition. Not much time and space under the hoop. Carmack still had the length and the vert to get up and slam it. Impressive play. We got a timeout from Decatur, a 15-point lead. I mean, let's just get another look at this transition offense that we said. The ball barely touched the floor. David to Chandler to Tucker for the open layup.
A little no look from Chandler there.
A pretty sequence this last minute for Decatur, and they hold that 15-point lead. And we'll stay with you guys as a timeout called by Johnson from Decatur's side. Stephen, your overall takeaways of this game with, about 3-ish, 2-ish minutes to go, takeaways from the game. The floor is yours.
Yeah, well, I feel like I can't talk about the game without saying fast-paced. I know we've been saying it over and over, but it has been fast-paced. I think Decatur got off to a little bit of a slow start, just couldn't really convert down low, weren't really finding those shots, couldn't get them to go. Excuse me. But as the game is going on, they've really found it, and they've started playing with this momentum and this rhythm. As we said, this fast-paced style, a lot of turnovers, ball kind of kicking around a little bit chaotic at times. But Decatur's found the way to stick with it and get those shots. Just a lot of grit shown out there tonight as well by the Seahawks.
Absolutely. You bring up the word rhythm, and it's a really good word because that's what they've played with. Although sloppy and at first sluggish, they found their way to a 15-point lead late in this fourth quarter as they will try to finish it out with just under 3 minutes to go as play will resume here shortly. But like I said once, very much like a hockey game tonight. Back and forth. Cardio definitely comes into play this game. Mardela will have possession to start out of the break. And if there's any time to go quick for the Warriors, it's now. Time is not your friend. As the pull-up mid-range is good. It's a long 2 from Jaden Turner. But Decatur's got to expect to see pressure for the rest of this game as David, and we got another open one, another slam.
There we
Carmack
go.
getting his hands on the rim again.
Yeah, Mardela's going to be bringing that pressure, but Seahawks can beat it and keep getting those buckets.
Absolutely. When you send 4 or 5 defenders past the half court, if Decatur could just get it past the half court, it's going to be open looks all day. And a beautiful job breaking the press just there in just a couple seconds. Mardela going to have to take a couple quick ones. And again, going back to that first dunk, that is a vicious slam. Got the crowd into it. If Mardela had any kind of momentum at first, it all got taken away. Why not a third time?
Let's keep it going.
From the slam cam.
The Atlantic Orthopedic Slam Cam brought to you by Atlantic Orthopedic.
Making the rim shake a little. I love it.
Yeah, and we got to mention, that all started by Caleb Loring on the other end, keeping that ball in, getting it back up the other way.
Absolutely. It's the little things that lead into the big things. As Loring will have it, a nice lead pass for Chandler. And like you said, swinging it back out, playing slow. Smart play there by Chandler, as the clock is your friend, but he does turn it over. 3 defenders in his face. Loose ball, and Turner could control possession. We got another open look. Loring throws it down. Oh, my. When you got that much space under the hoop, why not?
Look at Caleb Loring get up there.
All of a sudden, this game has turned into a slam dunk contest late. 3-pointer from Zaire, or pardon me, that was Johnson. Can't get it to go.
At this.
Let's give Loring his flowers. Again, the slam cam giving us a beautiful view of that dunk. It's been a fun fourth quarter. It's been a fun game in general. A lot of quickness. And we have a whistle, and we have a break from Mardela. We will take a break with just under 2 minutes to go. Decatur looking good, looking to extend that win streak to 29 games. They got 1:41 left before we can name that.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boys are back in action right here on Saturday, January 11th, as Cardozo comes into town for a 1 o'clock and 3 p.m. start. JV and Varsity there. Again, Saturday a week. JV and Varsity boys back here in the gym against Cardozo for a 1 and a 3 p.m. tip-off. Check it out. Should be a great matchup.
Back here from the break, and he tried to give it back to the inbounder, Zaire, and he hadn't established his feet back in bounds, so it's a turnover. Decatur will have it. Season really just getting underway. They're 3-0 in the Bayside South, off to a good start. Winning the games that matter the most is Loring, a good stop and finish. How about Caleb Loring with the patience underneath? Getting Sherwood off of his feet and then getting the open layup.
Loring adding to the highlight reel here late in this one.
Collins trying to add to his mixtape. Can't get the step back 3. A fight for the rebound between 2 Seahawks, and Chandler comes down with it. JP has it. A minute to go. The Decatur looking real good, in control of this game. And really, from the second quarter on, they've been able to keep themselves in control, really not let the game slip away from them. Again, you had mentioned Mardela cut this deficit to 10 at some point in this fourth quarter, but then Decatur went on their own 6-0 run, and really, that's all she wrote. Purnell, a nice floater from the baseline. Now Mardela will have it. A deflection, and Purnell the steal. Step through Euro step, finish, can't get it. Chandler will get it, he'll swing it back out. And we got a bit of a push. So with this win, it'll be Decatur's 5th of the season. And again, like just mentioned, just getting started here. We got some good games ahead of us from schools like Cardozo coming down from Baltimore. So some exciting matchups make sure to tune into those as well. And with 10 seconds to go, Decatur's just going to try and dribble it out. And that's exactly what they'll do. Decatur's bench will go onto their feet. We have a whistle here with 2.4 to go.
Oh my God.
Play to the final whistle.
Yeah, Mardela playing hard to the end here. Gotta respect it. It's been a gritty, back and forth, fast-paced game.
Yeah.
2.4 seconds left.
Absolutely. We can't say fast-paced enough, but the fast-paced play of Decatur gets them their 29th straight win at home, 62-42. Ladies and gentlemen, it was an absolute pleasure
Everybody had a great New Year
to call this game for you guys. Again, my name Adam Gardner.
Back in action.
Stephen Wade to my left. Always a
week.
pleasure, Stephen. Any
Oh,
final
absolutely.
words?
Girls are here. And the boys next Saturday.
I mean, what a win for the Seahawks.
Absolutely.
Another one,
Decatur
29 in a row
Athletics.
from home, as you
As
mentioned.
always.
Once again, everyone, have a happy New Year.
Don't forget, if you
Absolutely.
can't
Happy holidays.
come in person, you can always
Enjoy
join
your
us on
time
YouTube,
and keep tuning in these
youtube.com/SDHS
streams. That's all for tonight.
Sports.
Have a good one.